Let me ask you something. What do you do when everything you planned for just falls apart? Like the relationship you thought would last forever suddenly ends, or the job you gave years of your life to laze you off without warning, or one day you wake up and realize the future you imagined doesn't exist anymore, and now it's just silence, pressure, bills, age, responsibilities, and this one thought stuck in your head. Okay, now what? If you're here right now, feeling lost, overwhelmed, or starting from absolute zero, this video is for you. Here's the part nobody prepares you for. When life breaks you, it doesn't do it gently. No warnings, no countdown, no respect for your timeline. One day you're building dreams. The next day you're picking up pieces, wondering how everything slipped out of your hands so fast. And people around you say things like, stay positive. Everything happens for a reason. You'll figure it out. But inside, you're tired, confused, and honestly, scared. Not because you're weak, but because you cared. You really did.
Let me tell you something. That changed. How I see failure forever. This is not you breaking. This is a breakthrough. I know it doesn't feel like it. It feels like rock bottom. But think about it. Have you ever seen someone rise without first falling hard? The strongest versions of people are never built in comfort. And let's be real for a second. When you're broken, you don't feel like doing anything. You don't want to plan. You don't want to think. You don't want to dream. Most days, all you can think is, why did this happen to me? And that's normal.
That's human. But here's something people don't tell you.
Some of the most powerful ideas, the strongest transformations, are born right after this phase, when rebuilding begins. Because when you're rebuilding, you stop chasing comfort. You stop pretending everything's fine. You stop running on autopilot. You start paying attention. You start questioning everything. You give yourself permission to explore who you really are, not who life forced you to be. And slowly, your focus shifts inward. On growth,
On improvement, on becoming better than yesterday. That's where clarity comes from. That's where real discipline is born.
listen carefully. The people who go the highest fall the hardest. Every time you fall, you're being trained. Trained to detach, trained to rebuild, trained to rely on yourself. Whether it's a breakup, a layoff, or a dream that didn't work out, say, this isn't the end, it's redirection. And the more times you fall, the less fear controls you. You don't take real risks when life is comfortable. You take them when you've lost everything and have nothing left to lose.
So how do you actually start again when you feel like you've lost everything? Not the motivational quote version, the real one.
You don't need a 5-year plan right now. You need one small win. Eat properly, sleep on time, go for a walk, show up today. That's it. These tiny, almost invisible baby steps, they're quietly rebuilding your strength.
You are not behind, you're just on a different route. Life doesn't run on deadlines. It runs on alignment.
This is where discipline is born. Real motivation doesn't come from comfort. It comes from pain, from rebuilding, from choosing to show up when everything feels heavy. Stop asking, what should I do? Start asking, who do I want to become? Then show up as that person, even on the bad days, especially on the bad days. One day it's going to hit you. You weren't broken. You were being shaped.
Because without this reset, you would have never learned discipline. You would have never chased your best version. You would have settled for comfort, and comfort never creates growth. These baby steps, they'll carry you quietly to the life you once dreamed of, and maybe to something even better. And the wild part, you won't even realize when it all started changing. You didn't lose everything. You lost what wasn't meant to last. What stayed, your strength, your experience, your resilience. And one day, not today, not tomorrow, you'll look back and realize this was the moment you stopped living on autopilot and started living intentionally. If no one has told you this yet, I'm proud of you. for still being here, for trying, for starting again. Your comeback won't be loud. It'll be quiet, slow, and powerful. Stick around, we're rebuilding, one day at a time. And if you're someone who feels like you've lost everything, like you gave your heart, your time, your energy, and somehow still ended up empty, if you look ahead and all you see is uncertainty, no clear path, no guarantees, just pressure and expectations, I need you to understand something. This isn't your downfall. This is your transformation season. It doesn't look powerful. It doesn't feel inspiring. It feels heavy, unfair, exhausting. But transformation never feels comfortable. Right now you feel hopeless. But one day you'll notice something. The things that used to break you don't shake you anymore. The rejection that once crushed you, it becomes redirection. The silence that once scared you, it becomes clarity. And slowly, quietly, you won't even realize when you went from surviving to evolving. So, don't be afraid to start again. Starting over isn't embarrassing. Staying stuck is. You don't know what's coming next. And that's the beauty of it. What if the next chapter is the one that changes everything? What if this exact moment, the one you hate right now, so becomes the turning point you're grateful for later? You can't see it yet. But that doesn't mean it's not coming. Keep going, even if it's slow, even if it's messy, even if no one claps for you. And here's something most people don't realize. What if the chapter you're afraid to walk into right now, the one that feels uncertain, the one that makes you anxious, the one where you feel completely hopeless? What if that chapter ends up being your favorite one? What if this version of you, the scared one, the rebuilding one, the unsure one, is just the beginning of a stronger story? You don't know yet, and that's the point. Some of the best chapters in life don't start with confidence. They start with confusion. They start with doubt. They start with you standing in the dark, thinking you've lost everything. But sometimes, that's exactly where everything changes. So don't fear the next chapter. You might be walking into the most powerful version of your life. Before this video ends, I just want to say this straight from the heart. If you're in a season right now where everything feels upside down, where you're tired of being strong, tired of pretending you're okay, tired of trying to hold it together, I see you. And I genuinely want to wish you luck. Not the fake, you got this kind. I mean real luck. The kind that finds people who refuse to quit. And I'm sending you a lot of love, too, because here's what I believe. After this breakdown, there's a level up waiting on you. Yeah, a real one. You might not see it right now. All you see is loss. All you feel is doubt. But this chapter you're scared of, the one you keep hesitating to step into, the one that makes your chest tight just thinking about it. What if that ends up being your favorite chapter? What if 5 years from now you look back and say, that's when everything changed? What if this pain is building a version of you that you couldn't have become any other way? Some strength only shows up after you've been tested. Some confidence only grows after you've been humbled. And I know it doesn't feel like it right now. But this season, it's shaping you for rooms you couldn't walk into before. So don't be scared to start over. Don't be scared to walk into the unknown, because you honestly have no idea how good it might get. And I'm rooting for you, for real.